Hi, and welcome to another IGTV episode. In this episode, we're going to talk about obstacles and how to deal with obstacles in your life. Because as long as we're alive, we're going to run into obstacles. There's going to be things that hinder us in a way from doing what we want to achieve, from getting to a certain place where we want to be. There are always going to be obstacles. So if you accept that fact, that's number one. We have to accept that there are obstacles, but then in turn, how do we deal with those obstacles? What are the best ways to go about thinking about these obstacles? That's what we're going to talk about in this episode. I'm Julian from Amstermind, and we teach people how to master their inner world. And I think dealing with obstacles is one of the key things of mastering your inner world, because if you cannot deal with obstacles, you're going to be crippled. And I'm going to introduce the concept of the obstacle is the way. There's Ryan Holiday wrote a book about this, but the key concept of the obstacle is the way is that basically the obstacle is the way for you to grow. It's the way towards your goal, and it's actually going to help you, this obstacle. It's not going to hinder you. At least you might think at first that it's hindering you, but that's an illusion. So, let me tell you a story about how I was dealing with being fat. I used to be fat. I used to be really fat. I was 50 kilos heavier than what I am now. Maybe a little bit less because of training, but let's say I was 50 kilos heavier. I was you would not recognize me. And my friends don't recognize me as when they look at my old pictures. So, I used to be fat, and that was really hindering me in life. I felt bad in my body. It was just terrible, and I didn't get that much self-esteem, and people were making fun of me sometimes, and all these things, they really got to me, And at a certain moment, the pain became too much, and I had to change it. I wanted to be that person who wasn't fat, basically. And I decided I'm going to go to the gym 5 times a week. I'm going to put myself on a strict diet. I'm not going to do anything else than just diet my ass off. And I did that. And I did that for about a year. But within a half a year, I was almost very good normal body composition within half a year. So, but that's beside the point. Because I did that brought me so much goodness in my life, and it has taught me so much when I look back at it. At first, you don't really realize what it does with you when you do this and analyze how it changes you when you do this. But I'll tell you what I've learned from this. What I've learned is that I saw this as a big obstacle, right? I mean, I thought I was never going to be, I didn't think I was never going to be, but I thought it was going to be really, really hard to lose that weight. And I had been pretty overweight for a long time. So it was this was basically who I was, right? And it feels so hard because you're looking at, I want to be there. I want to be very thin, or I want to be at least normal body size. And it looks so far away, and you know that it's not going to go overnight. So it feels like a big effort. It feels like a lot of pain to do that, and it just feels so far away, and you might not believe in yourself that you actually can achieve that. So what I learned when I did this, when I changed how my body looked and felt, I learned that I can basically put my mind to something, to a problem that I'm experiencing, to an obstacle, and then I can dedicate all my effort and energy towards fixing it, and I can succeed. I can actually succeed. And that brings you so much, right? If you have a big obstacle in your life, and you go through it, and you come out better, then you can basically do anything. You can do anything. If you see a big problem and you can fix it because you are motivated enough to follow through and to keep persisting at doing it, which is key. If you don't persist, it's not gonna work. Then you can basically achieve anything. So that's something that I learned, and that's changed my mindset, and that has also brought me so much in the rest of my life, and basically gave me these beliefs about I can achieve anything if I want to. And that's, I think, what I'm building my life on. So in that way, the obstacle of being fat has helped me a lot. So I can be grateful for that I had that obstacle. Back then, I didn't see it. I didn't see that this was just an amazing opportunity. But after you're finished destroying the obstacle, basically, by really putting in the effort, then the obstacle becomes a part of you. You've learned something about that. It's no longer an obstacle, but it's now an amazing life lesson. It's an amazing thing. You've learned, you've grown, you've become healthier in this case. And that's amazing, right? So I bet you there are obstacles like this in your life where you don't yet see how they will help you. But I think the bigger the obstacle, the more room there is for you to grow and to eventually thrive as a human being, because you've won, because you've gone through the obstacle, you made the obstacle the way, and from that, doing that, it's gonna give you so many things in your life that you can't imagine even yet. So I think that's the message of this video, is to see your obstacles and then think of the benefits these obstacles are giving you already, but also think of the benefits they will give you once you've gone through them. Once you've dedicated your energy and your creative mind and everything you've got to fix it, to go through this and to persist until it's done, then I think it's gonna give you so many riches that you cannot even imagine yet. But try to imagine what it will be like. Look at your biggest obstacles and then think of what they can bring you, what they're already bringing you, and then what they can bring you, and let that fuel you to actually go through them and to become that person who can say that he has or she has been going through that obstacle and now is a much better person because of it and have enriched your life because of it. I think that's something that's so amazing that you can do with your obstacles. So when I have obstacles, I try to be grateful for them. I'm so grateful for the problems, obstacles that I have in my life, because I know for a fact that if I go through them, if I fix them, if I dedicate my energy to go through them and to go to the place where I want to be, that those obstacles have become my friends. They are already my friends. They're helping me go where I want to go in life. So it's not, if everything was easy in life, you would hate it. If you're playing a video game where you can't die and there's like no limitations, you'll be bored out of your mind, right? The same goes for life. It's this way, it's set up this way so we can grow, so we can have challenges and obstacles. So these obstacles are your friends. The obstacle is the way. If you like this video, please give me a like, give me a comment, and I'll see you in the next episode.